Hey everybody, and welcome back to another replay review. Today's replay is coming in from Cosmic. Now, Cosmic is currently ranked Champion 2 at the time of recording. I also happen to be his teammate for this game, as Cosmic is currently on console. He does not have a way to send a replay to me, so this is a 2v2 competitive game that we're going to review here today. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to see what Cosmic does right, what he can improve, and yeah, let's get into it. Now, the first thing I'll point out before we even start is I do notice that your FOV is very low. If you take a look at me, you will notice that I can see a lot more on the field since my FOV is maxed out. It's currently at 110. If I just show you really quickly here, if I go into free play and show you what I mean exactly, if we go ahead and turn down the field of view to 90, which is the one you have currently, do you see how much less I can see, right? So by turning this FOV all the way up, you will notice like in the background, I can see a lot more now, right? So what I would recommend is that you turn the FOV all the way up just so it allows you to see more on the field. All the other camera settings appears to be fine to me here, so that would really be the only thing I would change here. All right, let's go ahead and look at your kickoff. All right, not bad. Okay, so here we kind of turn off ball cam for a very long time here. What I would do is you can turn off ball cam to line up yourself for that mid boost, right? And then once you got yourself lined up, you can turn ball cam back on. You don't need ball cam for the whole way, simply because by lining yourself up, then you only need to drive straight and you'll get the boost 100%, right? When you're turning off ball cam for that long, basically, if I lose the challenge, you will not notice until you turn ball cam back on. And once you do that, it might be too late. So just turn off ball cam for like a second or two just to line yourself up for that boost, and then just turn it right back on so you can know what's happening behind you. Alright, so here you do push a little bit too forward here. So we grab the mid boost, and I would kind of just sit more back, right? If you look at your positioning right here, you're almost lined up with me, right? So if I lose the challenge again, it might go wrong and it could lead to an overcommit. I would sit more around like this area, right? Just because you're more behind me, but you're also there at the same time if the ball is just floating in the middle of the net and you need there to slot it in. All right, good positioning. Ooh, almost got the zap dash. All right, this was not necessary. I'll be honest, like right now, I would just take the shot, right? Because you kind of don't see him. I believe he's kind of close. Yeah, okay, he's approaching. But honestly, I would take the shot here. You might not have the perfect angle, but try to line yourself a bit more like around here, and then try to go for a shot on an angle there. Just going for that shot right away creates pressure, right? Instead of booming the ball to the sidewall and making like a fancy play, which costs time and will allow the second man to come back as well. You're not necessarily going for the shot to try to score, because he will probably save it here, but it's more or less just to apply pressure. All right. All right, good beat. All right, we did not need to get a second touch there. So you have a good beat here, excellent. So after that point, you know the first man's behind you. And look, if you look at his position, he's kind of still far from you, right? So I would kind of stay close to this ball, and if he ever commits, this is where you want to go for the beat, right? You want to keep control of the ball, because right now, by you just flipping into this ball right away, just gives him possession. And okay, he decides not to go, so you still have possession here. Oh. Okay. I would say the first mistake here is you grab the mid boost, which is fine. But the first mistake here is that you turn this way after you grab the boost. The reason why this is bad, because you already see me committing for this ball, right? So once you see this, I would kind of turn the other way instead, because by you going this way, it kind of creates a double commit, and that ball is just suddenly right behind you. And here it's just a shadow defensive mistake, right? All right, let's see what you do here. All right, we cheat. All right. Okay. So you drive forward to cheat, which is fine, but kind of going this way after is a little bit weird. You could either go for the cheat or you could go for the corner, right? You can't really do both at the same time. So in that case, I would choose the first or the second option here. You can't really do them together. All right, so again here, you turn off ball cam for a long time, but not only that, you're kind of just sitting here, and right now he has just like a free possession of ball, right? If you look at me as well, okay, you can see why this is bad. We are both going for the corners, right? So it's going to create something like this, right? There's no challenge, and that's just a free shot for him. So what I would have done is, instead of going for that corner boost, I would have just stayed right here and just try to challenge or just be in the way. He's not necessarily being pressured, and that's why that's an issue. Just gonna remove the dot there. There you go. Yep, that's good patience. Right, so this time we wait a little bit longer. Right, we don't need to do anything before Sage starts the challenge, and this is where you want to act. This is perfect. Kick off again. Yep, this kickoff is good. Okay, instead of going for the mid boost here. Right, so at this point, you've won kickoff. The ball is right in front of you, right? I would kind of just ignore this because you don't necessarily need it to make a play here. Right, you grab this pad, you can move forward, and you can start getting possession of the ball. Right, the goal is not necessarily to slot it in by yourself. It's just you want to be there, right? You want to keep possession of the ball. By you going for this mid boost, essentially just gives him the ball right here, right? So you kind of immediately lost possession right after the kickoff is done. All right, well, luckily he just gives it right back to you, but see, he couldn't even control that. I wouldn't go too far, right? Because right now you're kind of distancing yourself. I'm still behind you here, right? So I'm not gonna go for it since you're still in front. So just stay right where you are here. That's a good shot. Oh, okay. So here I would kind of just complete your rotation. The issue is that you're going this way. So that indicates me that your rotation is done. By you slowing down and trying to stay close to this ball, it creates a overcommit here because I'm approaching the play and you're slowing down. You can just complete your rotation and let me take this over simply because I'm facing the right direction and you're rotating back. Okay. A whiff, but it's fine. Okay, here, your position's kind of like in the middle of the net. The issue with that is just all of this is open, right? You're covering in front of the net here, but if this is placed anywhere behind you, you're screwed. So instead of coming in like this, I would kind of just come like that, right? And just stick back post so you're covering the whole net. All right, we cut rotation here, but it's fine. We didn't need to do that. You did beat him here, but yet again, I would just stick to this ball and take your time. You're not being challenged here, right? And if you just look very quickly, I'm a bit far right now. I'm not entirely sure if that's a pass attempt or a shot attempt, but if it was a pass attempt, I'm a bit too far to reach that. Or if it's a shot attempt, I would say that that's not like the best angle to go for one. So your best option is that since he's not challenging you yet, stay close to the ball, and if he ever challenges, this is where you want to go for the beat. You want to stay close to the ball as much as you can, try to keep possession of it, and just be patient, right? Oh, okay, so here again, right? You've made this play, now you're facing the wrong way again. So once again, I want you to look at your teammates' positioning. You're facing this way, you're going this way, but you're slowing down. But I am full going for that. So what happens is that we're both here trying to go for the challenge, and that's just a double commit, which is exactly what happens here. Yep, not much to say about your kickoff. Your kickoffs are pretty good. But you see again here, I do see a pattern here by you turning off ball cam for a long period of time before turning it back on, right? So only use ball cam to line up yourself for that boost. So once you line yourself up for that boost, just turn it back on. All right, not much to say there. That was a good challenge. All right, so here we cheat up, and again you go for the corner. This was good. You were going for the soft cheat, but instead of turning back around and going for your corner, just follow the ball. By going in the corner, you can't follow this ball up, and that won't necessarily mean that I'll be able to follow it up as well. It might just create a scenario where they won the kickoff and no one's going to challenge because you went to get the corner boost and you weren't able to challenge or follow that ball up after the kickoff. You see there for a second, there's a long period. There's a long period here before the ball is being challenged. Right? No challenge, no challenge. Right? Oh, what happened here? In this position, I am currently in front of you, right? It doesn't matter if you've gone the quarter boost, right? Even if you have more boost, I am still in front of you. So the issue is, if you're trying to rush this ball, it's a double commit, right? And this is exactly what happens here. Right? So try to stay back if your teammate's up in front. I would not go for that as well. I'm still in front here, right? So if you stop right here, this is fine. I'm still there at the moment, right? I can possibly get a touch out of this, right? Because right now, the issue is, right now, no one's like there to save if there's a shot, right? If you miss this, that could have been a goal. So you're a little bit panicky on defense. Alright, this is safe to go for because I'm behind. Good try on the beat. Ooh. Alright, so again, you see where you position yourself, right? If you would have been more behind, you see, like, let me just go back. Let's say you sit right here, right? Right? Let's say you don't touch that. Look where that ball ends up. We're right here, right? You just have to pick it up and go on your way. Now you do make the save here, but it ends up being super awkward, right? And that just gave him the ball. That could have been a goal. So that's another example of you playing super panicky on defense. And when you play panicky like that, this is where you're going to make the most mistakes. So just try to relax a little bit on defense, because that's going to force you to make a lot more mistakes, right? You see here again, you're super pushed up, right? You kind of push up with me. We are so fortunate that we have not gotten scored on here. This is just like 30 seconds of insanity, right? Luckily, we escaped that. Alright, we missed the mid, but we get the corner. But you see how, like, you chase this ball right away? Alright, so you get beat here, right? There's not necessarily a danger here, right? At least not yet. He is approaching, but he's still a bit far, right? You see how that ball is, like, not even a danger anymore? Good challenge. You realize I'm not there. Alright, so far it's not bad. Yeah, nice. Take your time here. You could have taken your time here. No need to rush that. So you win the 50. We land awkwardly. But right at this point, he's ready to defend that shot. Right? So if you want to, he's still behind you here. You can kind of like let it bounce like maybe one more time to line up yourself a bit more better for that shot. Right? So instead we kind of rush that and we just end up missing the shot. Even if he saves it, it's fine. Because like I said before, even if he saves it, the point is you want to apply pressure. Right? So him going for that save, he's going to commit to that. Right? And I'll be there for the rebound shot, right? Alright, don't turn around. Alright, now this is fine, because obviously the ball went in the corner, right? But yeah, this is a much better position than the other two kickoffs, right? Alright, we just need to play patient here. You see again? You're kind of rushing, right? You don't need to. When you're on defense, you're kind of like forgetting you have a teammate, right? So that causes a lot of double commits and just going for things you don't need to. Yet again, this positioning before the overtime here, I literally would have just stayed back post. Now you're kind of like in the net here and kind of move forward, right? The issue is you're not defending anything. This is all open behind you. So just stay back post. I'm already in front, so I'm going to deal with whatever they're trying to do. If something goes wrong, then you're just there for the save, right? Because right now, this, like, I'm not saying this could have been punishable, but you see why this is bad, right? We're both chilling in the corner, and there's literally, like, this is the freest net in the entire world. Let's see the kickoff. Yeah. Kickoffs are solid. And we take advantage of the open net. All right. This is the perfect example, right? You go for the kickoff. We end up winning it. I go for a shot right away. Like, he saved it, right? But you see how he's already committed? That allowed you to go for a shot, right? It opened up the net, right? So when you're going for shots, like I mentioned, it's not trying to score. It's just applying pressure, right? You want them to commit. You want to open the net up, right? And this is exactly what just happened here. All right, and that was the replay. I've got 4 things here that I've seen in this replay that could be improved. The first thing I can say here is just to improve on rotations. There were a few moments in that replay, specifically in this corner, where when you were done with the play, you rotated back, but kind of slowed down and tried to stay close to the ball. But instead, you should complete your rotation and keep going that way. So this allows you to be in the back while the first man takes over. The second thing is that when you turn off ball cam and go for any big boost, you kind of don't turn it back on until you've grounded the boost. The issue with that is that you're kind of ignoring the whole play. And for example, if you're playing on defense, and you turn the ball cam back on, it might be too late for you to react. So just take the time to turn off ball cam and line yourself up, and then just drive straight forward and grab the boost. The third thing I can say here is that you can improve your kickoffs as second man. So in that replay, when you were not going for the kickoff, you were kind of cheating to start, and then you turned around and went for the corner boost. I highly recommend that you soft cheat and actually follow the ball once the kickoff is done instead of going for the corner boosts, because going for the corner boost puts you in a position where you can't follow the ball after the kickoff. And finally, the last thing I can say here is to not panic on defense. Whenever the ball was in our half, you've committed a lot of times for the ball. Like I mentioned in the replay, you're kind of forgetting that you have a teammate and you kind of want to go for everything. But sometimes you got to trust your teammates on defense, and you rushing for every ball once it's close to our net forces you to make more mistakes, and that might just lead to a goal. All right, so that will do it for this replay review. If you have any questions, Cosmic, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments down below. If any viewers have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below as well. And if you enjoyed, of course, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.